What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Revest Fishing. Today we're doing something completely different. I know I haven't posted a video in forever, and over the period of time where life's been crazy, I've really gotten into some bait making recently. So you can see all my soft plastic molds and colorants and highlight powders and glitters, and there's a whole bunch of colorants up there and more colorants over there and some injectors and a bunch of stuff. But tonight's video we're going to be doing my first time doing lead pouring. So we have a brand new Do It Finesse swimbait head mold here. I've never poured lead before. This will be my very first time. Got my Lee production pot here, sitting here, ready to go on the plate. Just need to plug it in. Have some lead here. Got my hooks and wire keepers. So we're going to be making some swimbait heads. And I'm going to take you through the whole process here. We're going to get the lead going. We're going to drop the hooks in, wire keeper, pour the lead, and then I actually have 3 different Protect paints over here that you can see, green pumpkin, white, and black. We're going to put those on, and then I'm actually going to drop some eyes in for the full finished project. We're going to go through the whole process. It'll be a lot of cuts because it'll a lot of be sitting waiting for the lead to melt, and then to cure is like a 30-minute deal. So hopefully we're done in a couple hours, but this video will probably only be like 10 minutes long with all the cuts. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get started with making some lead. Alright, so we got plugged in, we got the pot turned on high, gonna have this fan on a little bit, got this fan blown for some circulation, got my gloves here for protection, got some eyewear that I'll be putting on in a little bit, got long pants on, long sleeves on, shoes on, so gonna get protected. So we're gonna wait here for the lead to cook up. It looks like it's already started. I can see smoke coming off of it, so we'll just wait for it to finish up and be ready. While we're waiting for the lead to heat up, show you some baits I've been making recently. This is Chris Jones on World Wars Fishing. If you got into bait making, you most likely seen his channel. It's the most popular bait making YouTube channel out there, I believe. This is his hickory shad. I just didn't do the kill dots, but copied his recipe. Bait turns out super awesome. Got some 6 inches there, got some 4 inches there, got some a slight flash, little 6 incher there, just with some leftover plastics from pouring the little 2.8 rip wraps. And got some other swim baits over here and stuff, but been really big into bait making, been having a blast doing it. Alright, been waiting a few minutes here, not really sure how long, maybe 5 minutes. You can see how much further this ingot is sitting down in there. If you look in there, there's lead in the bottom. So we're cooking up, ready to go. We got the first hook laid out in here. I'm going to go through the process of putting the hook in, but I went ahead and laid one in there now. So getting close to lead pouring time. Alright guys, so as that ingot just got a little bit of solid left here to go, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to load up the mold. So you can see here, I got one hook in there already. I don't know how well you can see that, put it over here in the light. Got one hook in there with the hook keeper already. So that's a 1/0 in the 3/32 size head. So we're going to go ahead and load in also the 1/8 ounce with a 2/0 hook to get started. So these are Victory 10111 hooks, and then the Do It screw lock, just the Do It screw lock, standard Do It screw lock. Nothing's too fancy there. So now that this is all melted, actually, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Not really sure. First time using it, so not really super sure. We're going to start there. We're going to bump it down to about a 7. Now that it's melted, hopefully that keeps it melted. We'll just keep a close eye on it. All right. Now to get to the hook. So the first thing you want to do on this particular mold is you'll want to thread that hook through the wire keeper. So there it is. You can see there the wire keeper is on there. And so then I thought maybe you need to do this, but I couldn't get the mold to close. So you actually want to keep it about like this, perfectly in there. I don't know if you can see, if we get really close in the mold there, get over in better light, really close in the mold right here, there's actually a spot for the keeper and a spot for the hook. So you got to get that keeper in that hook slot, but also keep it inside the head. So we're going to go ahead and try to do that here on camera. It might be a little challenging. So first thing we're going to do is drop the hook in there and then see where that hook slot is. So it looks pretty good. Actually, it's been the first one, so see if you can see that in there. Trying to get out of the light. Real close up in there. It's in there. So you can see the hook's quite a bit bigger on this one too than the other one. So let's go ahead and close the mold, see if we got a good seal first. You hear that snap. That's a key sound with that. So you can see there's absolutely no gaps in there. So before we do anything, I'm actually going to go ahead and just set the mold there. Read a lot in my research of doing this. You do that to heat up the mold, get it up to temperature, you get a little bit better pour. I know some guys, you can pour lead in it and heat it up that way too. We're just going to set it on top there for just a few minutes, and then we're going to shoot those 2 jig heads. So it should be this first one and the second one. We're going to shoot those 2, and then we're going to, actually I guess I need to shoot a third one. So let me get a third one in there real fast actually. Alright, real fast, last thing I want to cover is some extra tools that you would need to do this process. So obviously we went over the lead production pot, the mold, the hooks, the wire keeper, whatever that calls for, the lead, and you'll need that. So in order to do, once you finish pouring, in order to get it out, we're gonna pull it out from the sprue with the needle nose, and then when you go to cut up the sprue, you need to cut the sprue off. So we're just gonna try to use these snips, see if we can do that with the snips. If we can't do that with the snips, we might get some flush cut snips. But we're going to try these first, see if we can cut it off with no problems. And then the other thing we're going to do is get a file and use a file in order to file down any rough spots on there. And then when you go to paint, so we'll grab the paint here. This is ProTech. It's powder paint. It's pretty cool. So what we'll do when we're doing that is we'll have the jig in our hand and the pliers, turn the heat gun on. So we're going to use a heat gun. You heat up the head, and then you dunk it into the paint, and you dunk it real fast for just a second or two. Sorry, I'm doing it up here, you can't see it. Do it down here. Dunk it in there, pull it out, give it a little bit more heat, and then you have a painted jig head. So we're going to try that. We're going to do one of each color just to see how it goes. Like I said, this is my first time doing it. This is all just stuff I've learned off YouTube and watching other guys make baits. So I'm going to give it about 1 more minute here, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot up our mold. Got my safety glasses on, got my gloves on, got the fans going, got that fan on high. This one's on 2, only because 3 is slower because how much juice the production pot pulls out of the same switch. I really need to get an outlet installed back there, help out a lot of things. So, alright guys, so we gave the mold about 5 minutes on there. So you're going to grab that and pull it off there. Double check, make sure everything looks good on the inside. Once again, see everything on the inside there, looks good, everything's set. Let's see if we can get us some swim bait heads. There we go, nice and clamp shut. All right, here we go, first time pouring. Hopefully the camera gets a decent angle. Like I said, since I've never done this before, not really sure how I'm going to do it angle wise. Oh, you guys can't see that, so we're just going to stand up, I guess, and try to bend over, see how you guys can get here. All right, first time. Done with that one. Done with that one. That one might be not full. Alright. There we go. There's 3 jig heads. I'm going to guess that that second one didn't turn out. Real quick, giving it a quick look. I don't know that I used enough in that one. Yeah, I just don't think I used enough. So we're going to give that a second or two to cool down. Lead cools down extremely fast. You can see that came out hot, liquid, and it's already a solid. So we're going to see how this looks. The cool part is once you do the lead, once you cut those sprues off, you can just drop them back in the lead. They'll melt back down, and you can continue shooting more baits. So alright, so first look, I actually think that second one did fill in. I don't see a little bit of grossness on this first one, sorry. Right in here there's some weird spots, but I think that might just be the mold. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Let's pull these out, let's see what we see. So we'll start with the little one. It's harder to pull out than I thought. There it is. Alright, let's see, is this hot? No, it's not hot. Okay, I can hold that. Cool. There we go. There we go, got it cut off now. I still feel some movement. Yeah, see that? Something, I don't think I did something right there, because that I don't think should be moving. I don't know if you guys can see that movement or not. See if I do this right maybe. I see that head's moving, but that hook's not. So, yeah, not exactly sure what is going on with that, but looks pretty good. Let's check the other ones. I wonder if I actually, when I pulled it out, oh, this one's got the same jiggles. Interesting. I don't know if that's normal. Could be normal, guys. I like I said, I'm not sure. Are these hot? No, those are not hot. But that lead that we're about to drop it into is hot. Yeah, that's what I didn't want. I didn't want it to splash me. That is super hot. So, all right, let's see. Cut this guy off. Take a look at this one. This one would be the 8th ounce head. Anyway, if you know, feel free to comment on the video. Check out the third one. This one does not feel like it's got any jiggles. That one feels way more solid, so I don't know if it's just the amount of lead that goes in it. Oh, this one we got some flashing up in the hook eye. I didn't check that out. Those two didn't even come close to touching the hook eye. This one got some gunk up there, but we'll clean that off. No biggie. Alright, let's cut this off. Got it cleaned up a bit. Not bad. So, there's a quick picture of the 3 before we do any more. I'm gonna do a big one. I'll do one more big one. I'm actually gonna, no, I'll do 2 more. Let's do a 1/4 with a 3/0 and then a 3/8 with a 4/0. Let's do that. That one looks like a good clean pour right there. Looks like a real good clean pour. Pretty good details on that swim bait. Just need to take a little bit off right there. On the very tip of the nose, there's a little bit there. Otherwise, I think it's a good looking bait. Alright, check the other one. Oh, it looks like it filled out real nice too. That's the biggest one. That's a big honker. 3/8. I don't even know if I have any swim baits big enough to fit that guy. Open pours, but 3/32, 8, 3/16, 1/4, 3/8. So the ones we didn't shoot were, we did not shoot the 5/16. So, how well you can read that? 3/32, 8, 3/16, 1/4, 5/16, 3/8. So, didn't shoot the 5/16. Alright, so next steps, we are going to work on powder coating. So, alright, so for the small head, we're going to do white. We're going to open up the white and we're going to stir this up because we want it to be as fluffy as possible. That's pretty fluffy right there. At least as far down as this can reach. Which is not super far. But it's pretty fluffy. That's good. Alright, next thing, heat gun. We're gonna turn it on low. I don't know if I need to be on high or low. We're gonna go low to start, see if it's hot enough. May or may not be hot enough. Oh, actually, I was gonna shrink tube that. That's okay. This is my first one, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But wait for that to get some color, some heat. How's this thing? Still really hot. Still really hot. That thing's probably gonna take forever to cool down. But let's see. We got some heat on this. Oh, yep, that's hot. Whew, that's hot. All right, let's see. Can we see this? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to heat this up over here. Okay, and then we're just gonna dip it in, dunk it off, and then we're gonna heat it again. Yeah, that's not good. That's a bad. That's a bad. That's terrible. That's really bad. But it's my first one. It can be bad. Okay, I got pretty good coverage. I'm trying to check to see if I see any spots where I can see the lead. This side just didn't get, I don't know if that side just didn't get hot enough or what. This side, actually, I thought it came out bad, but looking at it, it came out better than I thought. Alright, that's done. Next one. Black. Alright, yep, black. Alright. Alright, here we go. That one's hot. I don't know if I got that one too hot. I don't know if you can see the smoke is coming off of it. Turn the heat gun off real fast. Smoke's coming off that one, so put it in front of the fan there for a second. But sorry the lighting's so bad. I just got this one bright light. It's like 10 o'clock at night, so oh, black's really hard to see up against that microwave. All right, let's put it up against this white background here. Got really good coverage on that one. Up against the fan. That one was a lot better. That thing looks smooth. Yeah, I think if you just cover that hook eye out, that would be fantastic. Alright. Alright, here we go. I think that was bad. The old green pumpkin. I watched a video guy on I think it was SDG Lure Craft channel, I think it's the name of it, maybe. I recently found his channel, and he just did green pumpkin for the first time after being a guy that did this for a while, and his turned out bad. Is like, for his standards, bad. For my standards, probably pretty good. But yeah, it's coming around a little bit. If I put some more heat on it, maybe. It's coming around. It's not great. I think I was in there. I think I need to just dip and pull. I kind of dipped and let it sit. I think it got just too much on there. I think I just got too much on there. Yeah, you can see right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's gross. There you go. Gross. Looks like somebody pooed down the jig head there. Nah. I mean, first time. They even got like a little dimple in there in that eye. But yeah, first time, pretty rough. I'm gonna clean out these hook eyes, and then we're gonna mess around and bake these. Alright, one more look before I bake. Oh my god, the shadow. Can I get that down a little closer? The shadow's really bad. So this is the 3/32 here, the 1/8, 3/16, the 1/4, 3/8. So what we're gonna do now, hang them in here. So that's the part I didn't go over, the toaster oven part. I literally got this toaster oven from like secondhand shop for like $13, but it works. So what we're gonna do now is bake. So you got to bake these roughly 350 degrees for 25-30 minutes to get them to cure. So let's see. Let cool for maximum durability. Hang and bake in oven preheated 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Always pop out eye before curing. So we did that, popped out the eye. Alright guys, so the jig head's just finished up in there. 20 minutes. Probably 350 degrees. Not really sure. I probably need to test the heat of this. So we're gonna let those cool down a little bit. I'm actually gonna grab a swim bait from over here. We're gonna rig one or two of them up. I'm gonna try to put some eyes on one of them. I'm gonna try to find one that some of the eyes I got will fit. We'll put those on and then we'll wrap up the video. Alright, well, since we can't rig up any eyes, I had eyes on order today, so I had eyes that would have fit, I think all of them. They were supposed to be here today. They were just some cheaper Amazon eyes. Not these. These are Do It Attack series that I've been using on these swim baits and stuff, but had some cheaper eyes, but they did not come in time. So let's rig up. We're just gonna rig up this one for, well, no, we're gonna rig up this one because I think it came out better than that one. Not great. Let's see how this will fit on there. Yeah, I think it'll fit good. There it is. Man, that hook's a little long for the 2.8. There it is. This is a angling AI. I ran it a little deep. I probably should have stopped it a little sooner. See if I can rip it forward a little bit. Looks a little bit better. There it is. Alright, there it is. This is the Angling AI 2.8 rip wrap. You can see it has a kind of a chunk missing on each side, so it's not part of the one that I'm about to put up for sale, but there's the pretty much finished product minus the eyes. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap us up for tonight. Thanks for coming by the channel. One thing I noticed I didn't say in the other video when I said this hook was a little big. This is actually the 3/16 or the 1/8 with a little bit bigger hook. Yeah, I think this is the 1/8 with a 2/0. So if you comparatively, this is the small one with a 1/0. So you can see the difference there. Should have rigged this one up. But anyway, appreciate you watching. If you made it this far in the video, please subscribe to the channel. Please comment anything else you'd like me to try. I think in the next video we're going to try out some of these mica powders from Hobby Lobby. Picked up the other day. We're going to try some of those out. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you out in the next one.